Warning, do not attempt to move on to the next step before you're confident, comfortable, and relaxed with the previous step. I prescribe practicing 3 days a week for maximum results. All right, now, thing about side breath is this is probably the most difficult thing to learn. So take your time, make sure that you're doing it right. And if it does, like I say in all my videos, if it doesn't feel comfortable, then you're probably not doing it correctly. The first thing you want to do is you're gonna want to wait until your arm comes all the way back when you do your stroke, okay? I don't want you to take a side breath when your arm is down in the water. You gotta wait until your arm comes all the way back. Then what you're gonna do is take the back of your head and put it on your bicep, like this. So now this is what you look like when you're doing a side breath. Notice how I'm turning my head. I'm sure all of you guys can do this, okay? Turn your head to the side to where your shoulder is. That's basically a side breath, believe it or not. We're done. We're done.
That's it.
That's it. Now when you do a side breath, what you're going to want to do is your brain is gonna want you to lift your head up above the water. So you're swimming, and your head, when you do a side breath, you come over here, your head's gonna wanna come up. Now, we don't breathe up here. There's no mouth. There's a mouth right here, and we breathe with that. So what you're gonna wanna do is bring that up and put your head back. So just like I showed you before, you're gonna put the back of your head on your bicep right here, and you're gonna tilt your chin up. Notice how my chin is up. Now the water is gonna be about right here. It's gonna be right under your mouth. And that's what you want. It's gonna feel a little weird, and it's gonna feel a little claustrophobic at first, but after you start doing it for a while, it's gonna get easier and easier. Now, when you're doing a side breath, make sure your goggles are pointing up to the sky. You want your goggles to be pointing up to the side. When you do a side breath, you don't want to be looking back. You don't want to be lifting your head up and looking forward. You want to be looking up to the sky. All right? That's going to be the only way you're going to be able to take a breath. Now, when you're practicing side breaths, what you're going to do is you're going to wait, or you're gonna take a side breath every 2 strokes. Not kind of whenever you are ready to take a side breath, but every 2 strokes. What I mean is you're gonna pick a side. So let's say I'm starting off with my left side to do a side breath. I'm gonna start with my right side. So I'm gonna do my right arm first. Then when my left arm comes all the way back, I'm gonna do a side breath, and I'm gonna breathe the entire time my arm is coming around. You don't want to breathe halfway and then put your face in the water. You want to breathe the whole rotation. That way you can get a good deep breath in. The way the breath is going to work is when your face is down in the water and you're doing that first stroke, I want you to breathe out. You're not going to blow out all your air. You're just going to be blowing out a little bit at a time. When your arm comes back and you're about ready to bring your head out of the water, as you're bringing your head up out of the water, what you're going to do is blow out. Now when you blow out, you want to blow out like you're blowing out a birthday candle. So you're going to go like that. Then you're going to breathe in the entire time your arm is coming around. The reason why you want to be blowing out as your head is coming out of the water is so that it pushes the water away from your mouth, and all the water that would be coming in your mouth as your face is coming around is gonna be all blown out. Now, like with everything that I've taught you so far, wait till you're ready to do side breathing, because this is the hardest part of freestyle, okay? Once you start doing a side breath, what's gonna happen is you're gonna forget everything that you learned before. Your body's gonna go into fight or flight mode, and you're just gonna be moving your arms limbs are gonna be flying everywhere. Or maybe with some people that I've taught, some of them get it right away. But that's all up to you. It's about how comfortable you're feeling in the water, how long you've been doing it for. Yeah, the main focus is getting your mouth above the water, getting your chin up. It's not about getting your head up. It's about getting your chin up. And it's about the timing, okay? The timing is key. You do not want to start breathing when your arm is pulling back. You want to start breathing when your arm is out of the water, because that's gonna be the only time that your shoulders are to the side enough that you're able to turn your head all the way to your chin and your face is gonna come up out of the water. Make sure you take lots of breaks. You do not want to just keep going at it until you're exhausted, because when we're exhausted, our bodies start doing things a little sloppy. Everyone does it, I do it. Every professional does it. When they start getting really tired, things start getting a little sloppy. Now, if you're still in the process of learning how to do a side breath and you're tiring yourself out and things are getting a little sloppy, you're gonna start forming some bad habits. We don't want that. I want you to learn this the fastest way possible. So make sure you are comfortable with the previous step before you do a side breath, because this is the hardest part. All right, since you've made it to the end of the video, you know you have to subscribe now. You have to leave a like, because it makes me smile. Obviously, it's gonna make me smile. Thank you guys for all your support. I love making these videos for you. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you learned something. So I will see you in the next video.